All of my characters are nosy. None of them have personal boundaries, and they all want to be in everyone's business, but it's because they all care.
Kind of a deep cut, but you said in a previous interview that one of your fictional crushes is Peter Parker.
Yes.
And so I need to ask,
this is so important to me.
Have you seen the fan edit shipping Peter Parker and Lara Jean?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and I need to know your thoughts.
I'm sweating. I'm so excited. This just came out also. Like you have your finger on the pulse because this is like, I just saw this 2 days ago and it's magical. And I'm like, can we make this real, please? Like I'll direct it. I will do anything. I want to be a part of this project because they're so perfect. They would be so adorable together. Not to say Peter Kavinsky's not perfect. She already has her Peter. We don't really need her to have another one, but like, I love Peter Parker more than like any fictional character. I just watched the new Spider-Man.
Okay, amazing.
I was so distracted the whole time.
I know, right?
Perfect.
He's just so good. It's so funny because I'm the only one in my friend group who gets the edits, and so I'm sending it to them, and they're like, "What is your algorithm?" I'm like, you
can send them to me.
You guys don't see it?
I will get it.
They're perfect together, actually.
Yes.
And so I'm glad that you love the new movie. It was amazing.
Yes.
And so, okay, I'm so glad that you were on that. And so you've definitely started a few projects now that are based on books. Mm-hmm. And are there any books or specific series that you would love to star in a next adaptation for?
For sure. I think it would be so fun. I really, really want to do an action movie. I just think that would be something totally different for me and something so exciting. Like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of versions of action movies that work. Of like, I would love to play a spy. I would love to like be in like Fast and Furious. Like, I think something that would just be so fun and so new for me. But also a book that is so important to me that I like have wanted to play this character for so long. It's Windfall by Jennifer E. Smith, and the lead female character in that book I feel very connected to. And like, my mom read the novel first and then told me that I should read it, and I loved it. And I really want to see that come to life one day.
I love that. Okay, Jennifer E. Smith. We just put it out there, putting it into the universe. This is your role. Got it. Okay, so let's picture this. Your bestie tells you she's seeing someone new.
Okay.
Are you the type of person to go down a rabbit hole, doing all the background checks, becoming the biggest like internet sleuth to get all the information on this person? Or are you kind of like, I'll meet them when I meet them, like you do your thing. What's your vibe?
I think if it's like a mission from my friend and she's like, I need to know more, and like, say less, I will find out more. But if they're feeling good about it, I'm like, I'm feeling good too. I'm excited to meet them. But I will say I'm the person to tell my friends to do that about someone that I like. Like, I will be like, guys, this is their name. Come back to me. And one of my best friends, she's like, she prides herself on being like an internet sleuth. She will find things that you don't, I'm like, where did this come from? She's like, it was in his tagged LinkedIn post. You're like, how? So my friends are who you need to turn to for that.
She's like going through like that person's mom's on Facebook.
No, actually, and she finds things about me on the internet that I'm like, I didn't know that was out there. Where did you find this? And she's like, oh yeah, it's an easy Google search.
You know what that is?
So shout out Bestie Bella. She's really, really good at this.
Amazing. That's that women's intuition.
Yes, exactly.
Like literally. Amazing. And of course you've played some very curious characters. Yes. So tell us, between Violet, Kitty, and Dizzy from Descendants, who do you think is the most nosiest?
It is actually crazy that all of my characters are nosy. None of them have personal boundaries, and they all want to be in everyone's business, but it's because they all care. And it's from a place of wanting to help, always. But I was going to say I still think Kitty's the nosiest, but Violet does some crazy things and breaks into spaces she should never be in. So actually Kitty's broken into a lot of places too. I think they would be great friends.
Oh my gosh.
The conclusion is they're pretty equal and they could share secrets on how to be super nosy because they're both pretty good at it.
I love that. We need a little, like a crossover.
A crossover.
A spin-off of the spin-off. Yeah, we need that. Okay, and so as I'm sure you know, it's officially been 8 years since To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Yes.
And we did have a special guest in our studio yesterday who had something that they want to say to you.
Oh my God.
And so let me just play this for you.
Wait, shut up!
And then maybe a question would be...
That's crazy.
I actually would love to know which of the three To All the Boys is your favorite. And which is her least favorite.
Oh my God.
Actually, no, I just want to know which is her least favorite.
That's such a Lana question. She's asking for the drama.
Yeah.
Which thing that you've been in with me that you don't like?
Yeah.
Okay, Lana, thank you.
Got it, right.
Well, I miss her and I love her too. I think my least favorite is the second. I'm sorry. I think that's kind of, unfortunately, all collectively the common vote. But it makes me sad to say that because Jordan Fisher is like one of my favorite people, and I think he's like literally a magical being, and that's the only one he's in. So I'm like, for Jordan, it's like he's the best. But story-wise and like trilogy-wise, the first one you can't touch it. It's like magic. It's literally magical. And then the third one, we have New York, we have Seoul, we have prom, there's a wedding. Like, there's so many fun things in the third movie that it has to be second.
I know, that's what I was saying. I was discussing this with my friends, and I was like, third one sets up EXO Kitty perfectly.
Yes,
First
true.
one, Kitty has the best role, getting Lara, Jean, and Peter together. So it kind of has to be the second one, sadly.
Totally,
But
totally.
yeah. What is coming next for Kitty's Song Covey? Can we expect a season 4 announcement soon? Anything you can tease for us?
I know you're used to actors saying this, but genuinely, I do not know, and I just as much or more than everybody else also want to know. So we'll see. We'll see, and I'm very happy that people love season 3. I love season 3, and we're still kind of enjoying that moment. But yeah, we'll see what comes next because I'm dying to hear.
It's such a fun experience, Middlebridge Mysteries. I just loved it. And so I know you've already chatted a little bit about the differences between kind of recording an audiobook versus filming a TV show. And so you've obviously had so much experience building chemistry with your EXO Kitty characters and your castmates on camera. How different would you say is it to create the same chemistry in an audio recording studio where you might not even be looking at the person that you're acting opposite?
Yeah, I haven't recorded with any of the other cast members really. We're all recording on different days in different cities even and in different time frames. So it is definitely interesting to kind of build that relationship with someone who's a reader who's just reading in for the day. Like, it's a whole new experience, and a lot of them I haven't even met in person, and I would love to. It's like so crazy. I'm like, we talk to each other all the time, but we've never met. So it definitely was a new experience, and very, very fun to work with that reader on set on the day, like in the booth, to make sure that you kind of get the spirit of the other characters. And they would often play a sample of the other actors' work so you could kind of hear their voice and imagine who you're speaking to. But it's fun. It's a lot of like using your imagination and figuring out what that world looks like for you.
Obviously, everyone knows Sherlock Holmes, but if you
Yes.
think about it, we've had some pretty iconic female detectives. I mean, I'm talking Nancy Drew, I'm talking Veronica Mars, even Olivia Benson from Law & Order SVU. So what do you think makes a female detective so iconic?
I feel like just in general, we as women are good at noticing details, and we are incredibly observant as people. And I feel like all the women in my life, and I'm the same way, of like noticing tiny subtleties or little things. And that's definitely Violet, and definitely all those characters you just named, of being able to just like see an underlying message, see something that it might have been like skipped over. And I feel like women are really good about that, like in real life too.
I agree, that women's intuition.
Yes, it's very real.
It's very real, and always listen to it.
Yes.
They're always saying something. And so if you could bring any character from the EXO Kitty universe into Violet's next mystery, who would you throw into the chaos, and what role would they play?
Oh my gosh. I feel like because it's a campus and because we already have like the school setting, I feel like Professor Lee from EXO Kitty would really fit in very well. I feel like he would be besties with Professor Bellows because they're both a little intense, but they both love being a teacher. And Professor Lee has his good moments, and him and Kitty have a complicated dynamic, but I feel like the two of them as professors, they would be like chatting up in the staff room, ruling campus. They would be besties.